Hello everyone and welcome to our final of ESL. We have Gentlemen in Underwear versus Corvidae. This is going to be an absolute amazing match. This is a best of three, and the three maps we are going to be seeing today are Consulate, Cafe, and the decider will be Bank. Now if you ask me, this does favor Corvidae as Bank is an absolute ruthless map for them. They love Bank, and Consulate and Cafe could go either way. So three not very normal maps to see in the ESL pool coming out for the finals, which is very good. Looking through the lineups for Gentlemen in Underwear, we do have Emorin, Derp, Deals, Enforcers, and Moogie. And coming out of Corvidae, we will have Rock, Wildman, PD, Fnatic, and Lusty to round out the Dream Team. Now, most people here are probably going to be predicting a Corvidae win out of this. However, GiU have upset Corvidae twice so far this season and have beat them. Not in a best of three yet. GiU have not beaten them in a best of three yet. However, they are probably looking for the victory, as we do have the top being taken first. The top bomb site being taken first from Corvidae. And having a look at the setup here, we do have what looks like going to be a full reinforcement onto the yellow stair wall there. And a double reinforcement into the connector room with a bit of a hole there. Probably will be rotated. Wildman busting some windows. Probably going to be looking to throw cams out there. Fnatic has gone for a run and only just come back up. He is mirror, so I doubt he went very far. I don't see any reinforcements up anywhere from him. He will reinforce this wall, possibly put a mirror on it, I suspect. Yes, he will, and he will use the door to his full advantage and collapse that window, make sure no one can get it. And it will look like he's going to put the mirror, his second mirror, into the admin offices here. And yes, there it goes. He's going to put it on the left side, interestingly enough. I would have put it on the right side personally, but he is going to put it on the left as well. We'll have to see how that comes into play. And that is the setup for GiU at this for Corvidae at this point. They've left that hatch and left that hatch there. I think the rest were blown. Yes, these guys do love blowing their hatches. It provides them with a lot of utility and a lot of ways to get away. So meanwhile, we see Emorin just putting his Twitch drone around the world right now, everywhere, looking for these Valk cams. Derp has worked his way up to the entrance of the yellow staircase and gets back on his drone. Deals on this glass again. Finds the camera and takes it out. And Enforcers now takes off his drone and will finally walk out of the spawn point just a minute into the game. As Moogie just hot breach in. No, he didn't. We got the animation for it, but he didn't hot breach in. I'm not sure what happened there. Even Moogie seemed a little bit confused by the looks of it. But he did take a couple of pot shots at Fnatic. Nothing landed though, and Moogie took no damage either. Fnatic still over here with his Vector and the Reflex Sight. And his giant spider charm at the moment. PD holding the yellow staircase right now, while we do have a Wildman. He did just pop out and cleans out Derp as he takes a lot of damage as well though, but he did get the kill, and that is important. And that is Thermite gone. Not the most important operator to this attack, but certainly a useful one anywhere you go, as reinforcements obviously are everywhere. Emorin still droning out. Tries to take a couple of pot shots, but misses. We'll peek through the center glass window and find no one, so we'll head over to the top one. Goes onto his second drone, which is outside. So Emorin spending more time on his drone, but Lusty takes out Moogie just there. And took no damage, though, in reply. So that was a very clean kill. As GiU have lost 2 members now. It's a 3v5, but Wildman is exceptionally low. Goes back onto his cameras and sees nothing. Oh, does see a cam go up after him. He sees Deals.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
And just sees him rappel straight onto the roof and will not do anything for it. Oh, actually goes into the corner and awaits Deals to come back. Yes, there it is. There is a second one coming down there. He throws the Nitro and he doesn't get anyone. Almost kills himself in reply though. Enforcers does take out Rock. That is the Bandit gone. Emorin extremely low from that Nitro, and he does take out the camera. Enforcers does take out Lusty as well. Finally, Fnatic takes back onto Lusty. Wildman kills Deals, and we have Emorin, the last man left alive, firing randomly into the thing. 5 seconds left. He jumps in, tries to blind fly a PD, but PD will just send a shotgun to his face, and well, not really, probably to his chest. And that will be round 1, going over to Corvidae. Yep, as Twitch goes flying backwards with a whole bunch of pallets to the chest. It's a brutal way to die. And so now we have we have Corvidae 1-0 up, and we see some very fast operator picks coming out of Corvidae, knowing exactly what they want. They do see Ashabana, Blackbeard, and Buck so far, and a sledge to round out their composition. Meanwhile, for GiU, they are going to defend the garage and cafeteria, which is downstairs in the basement, and they will be having Bandit, Smoke, Mirror, Jaeger, and Valkyrie to do it. And we will have to say how if. We'll have to see how they
Defenders,
do it.
protect your bombs from being defused by
Oh,
attackers.
no, they did go upstairs at just the last second. They keep tricking me, man. The second time that they've done it to me. And we're seeing very similar setups to what Corvidae did, except we are going to see a difference in the mirror placements here. One being put on to cover the A site, however that is very susceptible to the spiral staircase, and I'd almost say you could probably peek it from that window there to crack it
5
open.
seconds remaining.
Just an idea, not exactly 100% certain. We do see the second mirror go onto the upstairs section, into the to look into the visa offices. And we have Corvidae absolutely rushing into the base of the building, and they finally work their way in. However, now they need to fight for every little bit of ground, as once you get into this building, it is very small, and they know exactly where Lusty is at this point, and he needs to be very careful. As he is looking for Emo-Rin here. Wildman did spot him. They know exactly where he is now. Emo-Rin's in a lot of trouble. His rock drone straight in after him as well. Emo-Rin going to be looking very pressured for this drone. He tries to pre-fire him, and Emo-Rin does take out Lusty there, and there is Fnatic there as well. Emo-Rin is running out of ammo here in his gun, and they finally flank him. Wildman comes through in the back. What an absolute gangbang into Emo-Rin there. They finally take him out. Fnatic takes out Moody through the floor, down him through the hatch. And we are now on a 3 vs 4. PD takes out Deals. He loses his shield and most of his health. He's on like 1 health at this point. Just the slither left. As he throws out his flashbangs. And he finally reads the ADS and the one goes off. And he just tries to pepper the desk, and Fnatic will pick up Derp. We are now all down to Enforcers here. He's got 4 to kill. And they're about to do to Enforcers what they just did to Emo-Rin. As PD will finally take him out through the floor. He did lose his second shield there, but that is it. And Corvidae will take game number 1. And we do see a garage and cafeteria defense coming out of Corvidae now. And we will have Glaz, Thermite, Jackal, Habana, and Ash for the attack for GiU to get into garage. While we have Bandit, Smoke, Mirror, Jaeger, and Wildman will take a Valkyrie as their last operator.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Alright, so let's see what they will do. We are going to see the garage get reinforced. Fnatic trying to put a rotate hole into the wall. We are often seeing this mirror versus walls, and it is not working out very well for the mirror. As PD does come and finish off the rotate hole. Oh, poor Smoke's always looking after the mirrors.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to insertion.
Alright, and
attackers have recovered their.
you see one mirror wall being placed here. I'm a very big fan of this one. I absolutely love this mirror placement. It covers a lot. I wouldn't normally reinforce both these walls. I would reinforce the left one here and put the mirror there, as it does cover everything as well. Very big fan of those mirrors. And having a look at to what GiU will be doing, as they do have the Glaz to push through the front here. Glaz with his smoke grenades. As a Rock looking to try and get the bandit trick, but he won't do it, and he moves back off and let Derp open it up freely, as Emorin now will have a clear line of sight into it. He needs to get behind the car, I think, to give him a better line of sight. He drones up, and he doesn't see the open window there. Mugi is going to go and cover it, and that is about it. Derp gets on his drone to see what he can find. He calls Rock behind the black car. Surely he saw that. Doesn't see Fnatic, does see the shield. He's going to presume someone's there. As Deals takes off his headgear and is just going to hold a very tight angle onto the side there. Enforcers looking through to Piano Room right now. I'm not entirely sure what GiU's plan is here. They've wasted half the game so far, and they haven't entered the building, and they haven't even gotten a kill. Derp is now going to open the other side of the wall at this point for Emorin to go crazy, and Rock needs to be very careful. He can see Rock, but he's not going for the kill. Oh, he missed out on that Rock head. He missed out on Rock's headshot at this point.
Stay clear of the blast!
Attackers have located a bomb.
Not exactly sure how GiU are going to be pushing this in, but Mugi goes very low on this Ash, trying to get people through the floor. They have a minute left at this point. As they haven't really done a lot. Just sort of taking their time, trying to find the peaks, and Deals will take out PD from the side. That's the first kill of the round. And now they are at the end of their tether. As the smokes go out, we're seeing Jackal more and more now. He's picked up smoke grenades to assist in this class. He's going to hold a very tight angle, and Rock will turn around and take out Deals. The plant is currently going down behind the wall. Enforces TK's Mugi. However, they do get GiU does get the plant down, and now it is all up to the attack. We are going to see Dirt pick up Wildman by the yellow stair doors, and Emo is going to be covering the diffuser, as he can't quite see anything on his drone, so he does move it under the car. And he sees Rock, takes him out. He needs to be very quick from Fnatic, no, but Fnatic will take him out instead. And that is GiU very quickly picking up the round, as Dirt killed Fnatic and Enforcers killed Lusty at pretty much the exact same time. All right, moving on to the next game, to the next round. It is currently 2-1 to Corvidae, as they still hold the advantage in this game. We are going to see a garage and cafeteria hold by GiU this time, looking to go basement unless they trick me and go back upstairs again. And we will have a Bandit Smoke, Mirror, Jaeger so far coming out of GiU, discussing who their fifth operator is going to be, while we will have Sledge, Buck, Blackbeard, Habana, and Ash coming out for Corvidae for the attacking side. We did quickly see it to Chunka, but he does change over to Echo, and Bandit will round out GiU's composition. The Lord made a very quick appearance there, but just as quickly he disappeared. GiU obviously not needing the faith right now, as we do see barbed wire going down onto the side of the white van there. A full garage set of reinforcements. One reinforcement going on into A currently. And double mirrors onto the little office here.
10 seconds left.
As Deals tries to take out the wall again. Probably going to ask the big brother Smoke to come and help him. I imagine, as it has been the theme of today.
Attackers recover the bomb diffuser. Attacker's objective is to
Nope,
locate a bomb.
he's still not got it. Finally he gets it, and he walks through in triumph. Took 2 clips though. As Fnatic currently just droning out, Lusty runs straight up to the front door, afraid of a nothing. And we do have PD also droning out. Wildman will drone out as well. Just trying to make sure everything's clear. Everyone's back on their drones, with the exception of Lusty, who is just charging through the map, not afraid of anything or anyone. Lusty still finally goes back onto his drone, see what he can find, as he has cleared half the map.
A bomb has been located.
As now they are going to go down the yellow stairs. Lusty taking out some barbed wire. A flashbang does come in from one of his teammates. And Fnatic just propelling down the wall. PD setting up his setting up his shield at the top of this yellow stairs. He's going to drone out for himself, find out where people are. He can't see anyone as he's very slowly inching his way down. Sees no one and nothing, which does perplex him a little bit. He finally sees Moogie in the corner there, as he is going to peek it. He pre-fires it, but Moogie has moved. Fnatic now finally takes out the door. Rusty on this yellow stairs as well, looking to try and pick people off. As Rock will finally take out Moogie there. And Enforcers will take out Lusty, but Rock will also take out Derp. Rock doing a lot of work on the sledge from above. Wildman has gone really low. Throws a nade to try and deal with this barbed wire. Will finally take it out. Enforcers cleans up Wildman. Enforcers is fighting Rock here. Rock picks him up with the SMG-11 as both of them were out of their main weapon guns. And Rock has still yet to reload his L85. Finally, he switches over and will now reload it. He throws a nade to deal with that barbed wire as PD does drone out the little connector office. And he has not looked behind him. I do believe that was Emo Rin behind him in the wall. Yes, it was. So PD does peek. Then Deals takes his shield out and headshots him. But meanwhile, Rock takes him down from behind by the mirror. They're a little bit confused about where Emo Rin is at this point. Rock is going for a run to find him, and Fnatic is going to try to get the plant. Emo Rin needs to be very careful. He has 15 seconds left, and he needs to stop the plant. And Rock will peek. Emo Rin takes him out. Fnatic now needs to be very careful. He has 5 seconds, and he needs to go for the plant at this point. Yeah, he's going to go for the plant, and he does get it down. Emo needs to rush in at this point and stop it. And he will, and Emo Rin will win round number 4 for GiU. And all tied up now, 2-2, with GiU taking a lot of momentum running into it, and we are going to see a console office and meeting room hold coming out of Corvidae. So that is upstairs, and so they are going to go back to their favored bomb site here, not opting to go into the middle bomb site at all. Well, we do have Glaz, Thermite, Jackal, Hibana, and a Blackbeard for the push. Well, we do have Bandit, Valkyrie, Smoke, Mirror, and a Jaeger for the defense. Nope, they trade out Thermite for Buck, as GiU's lineup does get changed at the last second.
Bombs as they can.
And we're going to see the exact same setup again out of Corvidae. Nothing too odd for them. As Wildman puts his 50 Deagle holes into the wall there. Just for a bit of a peek hole. The Deagle is so good at destroying walls. Like, seriously, it is so good at destroying walls. And we do see a full Bandit lineup there. Onto the yellow stairwell, as we see the full wall reinforcement into the bathroom as
Attackers
well.
recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers must locate
As now we
and
see
defuse the bomb.
Fnatic going back to his exact same setup as last time. One onto the door, and then it would probably be one onto the wall here, as he sets a shield up for himself as well through the side, just for cover. And that is it. Alright, having a look at the GiU. Let's see what we have. We already have Moogie at the base of the building. And they are going to take out the window below him. He finds the camera, takes it out really quickly. And he is just going to hold and wait. As Derp is taking out Rock really quickly. Deals now on this Jackal. Jackal become a lot more popular today, actually. Smoke Grenade seemed to have done something for him. As Derp looking through the skylight is where he picked up a rock.
Bomb located by attackers.
Emo going to be holding a very long angle onto this double window here, waiting for someone to peek it. He's going to have to be very patient though, as it doesn't look like Corvidae want to peek it at all. Wildman sitting below the window, waiting for a rappel to come down. He hears it, and he sees it, and he takes out Derp, but he will take a lot of damage in reply and finally be taken out by Moogie. And it is now a 3-on-4 in GiU's favor, as the shield is glitched at the moment on Moogie. It is still there. You know, in the corner because it has 2-2. If it was broken, it would only show 1, no matter if he has it equipped or not. They do find Lusty in the corner there. As Enforcer's now looking to go up the yellow staircase. No, he is going to place a Claymore there. And I hope
Attackers
that
recovered
someone
the
might
diffuser.
peek it. Deals. Looking through windows up top, trying to blow out the wall, see what he can
Diffuser
find.
has been dropped. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Destroying everything but finding nothing. He will throw his drone in and he will find Lusty in his corner again, which immediately gets taken out. They know exactly where Lusty is. And but the real question is, what are they going to do about it? And what are they going to do with that information? You see Immo in there opening up more doors. As Moogie is pushing in, he takes some damage. Tries to shoot through the wall. I don't know who he was at. Lusty's finally taken out Immo in. Fnatic picks up Deals. It is now a 2-on-3, just like that. As two members of Corvidae drop. We have Enforcers with the diffuser currently sitting in the connector. He needs to go into the bomb site A. As Lusty gets taken out and Enforcers has 3 people to find. He will try and tag up the smoke there. He finally takes out PD. But he's getting shot from everywhere as Fnatic takes him from the right and Lusty takes him from the left at this point. He's got 15 seconds and he's trapped in this corridor. He needs to pick one way and go for it. As Lusty did see him go that way. They're going to hold off and wait till he tries to plant.
5 seconds to go.
As the plant now is going to come in and we will see Lusty, we will see Fnatic come in, and pick it up. And that is round 5 going to Corvidae as they do exactly the same as what GiU just did to them. And wait till you can no longer take your eyes off the diffuser and go for the kill. So currently 3-2 to Corvidae as they gain back this advantage, although very slightly, and that was a very hard fought round for them. I actually thought GiU might have actually won that round. And we don't have the console and meeting office again coming out of GiU as they did successfully defend the basement. And we do have Castle Smoke, Mirror Jaeger, and Bandit coming out for the defense, where we do have Sledge, Buck, Blackbeard, Hibana, and Ash coming out for Corvidae for the attack.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright, let's see how we go. Emarine going to do a double reinforcement in between the, on the walls in between the bomb sites by the looks of it. As we do have Derp and Moogie going to be reinforcing the full wall into the into the yellow staircase there, and Deal sets up both his reinforcements in the bathroom now, so he is going to be relying on other people's reinforcements for the mirror. Generally, you want to see Mirror do her own reinforcements so she can put the mirror down. We do have Deals opening up some walls, and Derp takes over and says, look, alright mate, I'm going to show you how a real shotgun shoots.
5 seconds left.
And Deal's going to put his second mirror facing the admin officers.
Attackers recovered the bomb. Attackers are moving out
As
to
he did
locate a
just
bomb
try
and
to see
defuse
if
it.
he could shoot through that. I don't think he could, so he did put it onto the other side. Alright, let's have a look how Corvidae is going to be doing it. Lusty shooting out the door straight off the bat and just charges straight in. Now, someone else shot it out for him. I don't know who it was, but we have Fnatic droning out, PD droning up as well. Wildman on his drone, Rock on his drone. So it is only Lusty, the king of fear of no one and nothing. Not going to drone up for himself, is instead just going to sit at the door and wait. Wait for the all clear from his friends, and he does finally charge in as it comes out. They do take out the camera. And Lusty now just clears out the bathroom, make sure no one is hiding from him. And is now onto the yellow staircase, as he does have PD as well on this Blackbeard sitting on the yellow stairs. He sees the barbed wire, the call does go out that it's there. And Lusty spooks his own teammate. And Lusty's just running around at the moment, back and forth, not really sure how he wants to proceed. We have Wildman opening a lot in the floor right now on this buck, just making sure that no one's hiding above him, as he doesn't meet up with 2 of his other teammates, and he will try and take out the barbed wire on the stairwell. This is going to be a damn good throw, and it was. And he throws out the second nade. It doesn't get anyone, as they are trying to look through the floor continuously, as PD is going to push this up. Lead with his shield. Just going to pick the stairwell, not finding anything. Throws his flashbang, he gets taken out. He gets taken out again, and now with no ADS, his flashbang will finally go out. And a second frag grenade, and Lusty goes really low, and he finally gets picked up by Emo from a headshot. PD has gone really low as well, trading his shots. Wildman takes out Emo in reply though, as Moogie finally downs PD, and we are on a 4 versus 3 here in favor of GiU, as Deals does drop down to see what he can find.
Gun activated.
Deals holding a very tight angle here. Rock is going to walk straight into it. Oh, he peeks it, but no, he doesn't hear the fire, and Deals will finally pick him up as he rotates back around. They do know exactly where he is now, and he will go back upstairs. It is now a 2 versus 4 Wildman and Fnatic. They call Fnatic the Clutch King. Can he do it for Corvidae? Trying to look through the floor, does not really get anyone. Wildman picks up Mugi. It is now a 3 versus 2. Wildman jumps into the A bomb side here, the B bomb side, sorry, into the console office, and they do pick up from each other. As he blows a hole in the wall with his buck gun, with the skeleton king, and through the corner, and he gets down and gets killed. It is now all up to Fnatic. He finds one. And the second one is there, and he's down him at the moment. He's got 9 seconds left. He needs to go for the plant. And I do believe that the Enforcers is hearing this, and Deals will need to deal with him at this point. The plant goes down. It is all up to Fnatic, the Clutch King. He doesn't get it. Deals picks up the kill, and he is going to go for the defuse. And GiU will tie this up at 3-3.
Defenders disabled the diffuser.
The Clutch King no more. He does not pick it up. He does manage to down one, but does not find the second kill needed. He does get the plant though. Fnatic with an absolute brilliant try there, but does not pick it up. Fnatic finally there gets the kill credit for Enforcer. And we are tied up 3-3. Alright guys, just so you guys know in the chat, I've seen a couple of you talk about it. However, I do want to make it clear. If Corvidae win this map, they win the game. And they win the cup. They come first. Because they won the winners bracket final, they only have to win the first map to win the cup outright. If GiU win this map, it then becomes a best of 3. So GiU have to win this in order to GiU have to win this map in order to win the cup, and in order to win this matchup.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And and Corvidae obviously looking for the win so they can end this quickly and pick up their cup victory quickly. Alright? As they are the winners bracket winners. Alright, so looking over the team so far, we have Ash, Habana, Jackal, Thermite, and Glaz for the attack, while we do have Bandit, Valkyrie, Smoke, Mira, and Jaeger for the defense. And it is going to be middle floor this time. Actually, that's really interesting. Corvidae looking to pick up a cheese round for them.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Alright, having a quick look over the kills. Enforcers on 7, 2, and 4. Emorin on 405. Deals on 405. Mugi on 2, 1, and 6. And Derp on 3, 1, and 5. On Fnatic side, we have... on Corvidae side, sorry. We have Fnatic on 8, 0, and 2. Wildman on 6, 2, and 4. Rock on 4, 1, and 5. PD on 3, 5, and 4. And Lusty on 3, 0, and 3. Alright, having a look at what GiU intend on doing here, as they have found out that it is on the first floor. Emorin just watching these windows, making sure no one gets the peek, or he shoots through the window and almost picks up someone on the stairwell. As Deals' drone was going after him there, we see Derp on his drone as well, just sitting here on the window, not really doing anything, probably looking for a jump out there. As Deals looking on this Jackal to go through.
Drone activated.
So as that is a very long jump there, as he throws it just to get into the map. As his drone does get taken out, so we know someone's around, even though he didn't find him. And PD picked up Mugi there. That's the first kill of the round, going over to Corvidae. PD picks up a second as he takes out Derp through these windows. PD with his pocket sniper doing work. As more and more shots come through his window. He's feeling very exposed right now. He's got a lot of people looking for him, and finally Emorin will take him out. He dinks him, takes his head off, and the reign of PD at the window will end. 4 on 3 now. How would GiU take this?
Attackers recovered the
Fnatic
bomb
does
diffuser.
see the footprints. He analyzes it and he finds Jaeger right through the window, right through the wall. Sorry, however, he doesn't shoot. Emorin does pick up Rock. However, Wildman does pick up Deals, as Wildman did come to assist his Jaeger. And Emorin now gets found out by Wildman. Jumps back in as Emorin misses all his shots on this Glaz. Enforcers on this Habana with 50 seconds left with the diffuser. Is gonna look to try and plant at the front door here as he sees the Valcam and takes it out on the fan. Wildman at the window could possibly get a flank here, but Enforcers turns around and looks straight at it. Emo Rin looking to fight Wildman in the window. They don't hit anything though. No one takes any damage. As 20 seconds left, and Corvidae need to stop this plant now. This needs to become their absolute priority to run down the time frame. As we do have Emo Rin has pushed in. He gets shot out from every side here, as he doesn't take down anything, and Lusty will hit him, and it is now only Enforcers.
10 seconds remaining.
As Wildman peeks out of the window, jumps out entirely. He's here just to distract him. It doesn't matter if he kills him or not, and Lusty will pick him up, and that is round 7, I believe. Yeah, going over to Corvidae, now 4-3. As Corvidae now reach match point and game point and cup point. This is big for Corvidae. They need to win one more round. However, GiU looking to stop that. Alright, they are going to take the garage and cafeteria here, while we do have an Echo, Mirror, and Jaeger, and a Smoke so far coming out for GiU, with a Valkyrie to round out their lineup. No, so it is going to be Bandit, Smoke, Mirror, Jaeger, and Valkyrie for Gentlemen in Underwear, while Corvidae will run Thatcher, Thermite, Blackbeard, Hibana, and Ash for their final attack. Well, what they hope would be their final attack. As we are going to see a fairly standard setup from the beginning for GiU. Exactly what they did last time, and I don't know why they wouldn't. They did win it, although being very, very close. As Deals is going to set up his little corner again, and he's going to mirror both walls again as we find that out. First one goes down, and he puts a shotgun hole right next to it. I don't want to see another mirror versus the wall incident. I don't want to see it. I've seen too much. I've seen too much today, guys. I don't want to see another mirror versus the wall. Please, Deals, don't give me mirror versus the wall.
5 seconds left before insertion.
All right, just no. It is going to be a rotate hole. Oh God, we have to do it. Mirror versus the wall. The first clip comes through. Very careful placement. He actually gets... Deals, I think, actually won that round over the wall. He does walk through it just to make sure, but I'm going to declare Deals the winner of that round. As it's actually not quite often we see the mirror win. As Corvidae and Wildman now actually push into the garage door as Emo Rin takes out Rock. And that is the Thatcher gone down, as Wildman will put his second thermite charge down and will run away to the side to try and get his peeks out. We do see PD peeking on from the side, and he takes out Mugi with a beautiful headshot. Wildman down to half health though as well from that trade. Fnatic draining out the top floor trying to find roamers, as we do have Lusty now on his drone, going to be droning in, looking for where these anchors are sitting, as they aren't finding anything right now. As he does spot out one, he finds dirt through the kill hole there.
Reloading.
Being very, very careful, he doesn't want to lose his drone. As Enforcer's holding a very tight angle over by the pipes. Going to be looking in here. Or he sees one drone up the top. I believe he saw Fnatic's as well. Maybe he thinks that's the same drone. That could be devastating. No. He does see it on the Valkyrie cam in the back corner there. And Enforcers will take it out as well with a very carefully timed shot. Emo Rin trying to get a couple of shots off from the side. He does see Fnatic, but Fnatic takes his head off. And all of a sudden it is a 3 versus 4. GiU looking to make the hold here.
Drone's ready.
A minute 15 left, as we do have Wildman coming down the service stairs. He sees one barricaded door into the kitchen. He hasn't taken out the camera yet. He sees the barricaded door. I would suggest to go for the kitchen at this point before you go for the door. No, he doesn't. He goes for the door, and he finds Enforcers and takes him out. A beautiful flank out of Wildman. They know exactly where he is now, and he takes out Dirt from the back as well. Wildman has just crumbled the defense of GiU and is now all down to Deals, as he's being assaulted from everywhere, and Fnatic will take it out, and that is game and cup going over to Corvidae there. What a fantastic end we see. As it ends out at 3-5, guys, as we look through the scores for you. Emo Rin on 7-0-7, Enforcers on 7-2 and 6, Deals on 4-0 and 7, Mugi on 4-1 and 7, Lusty on a 5-0 and 5, Emo Rin on 7-0 and 7, Enforcers on 7-0 and 6, Deals on 4, Mugi on 2, and Derp on 3 to round it out. Alright guys, that that concludes the cup today. Corvidae do become the ultimate winners of the cup. And they will take home first place. The GiU take home second, while we do have Tactical Frisbee does take home third. What a ripper of a final map we saw there. GiU gave it their all. Corvidae do manage to hold it though with some absolute miracle plays. A great flank from Wildman in the last round there to take it out. It was a long day, guys. We had a lot of matches, a lot of great matches. Go check out the VODs if you missed any. Every game that was casted today was just absolutely fantastic. What a cup we had, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Got Wildman down to half health though as well.